Thank you, gentlemen.
Coming up, Patrick's skills are tested in a way he'd never have expected.
Just trying to clean him up a little bit, make him look a little bit more like himself. Hopefully, I can make him look as if he's just asleep in the coffin.
And the human story behind the medieval double burial is revealed.
She's lost virtually all her teeth. You can see how her bottom jaw protrudes out, giving what is informally known as a witch's chin.
We cooperate, we communicate, we innovate, we populate. We examine, we explore, we exploit, we want more. We conquer, we oppress, we create, we express. We strive, we thrive, and above all else, we survive.
Narrated by Stephen Fry. Mankind, the story of all of us. Tonight at 10 on History.
She's up and she's off. Now these biscuits have got porridge oats, vitamins and iron. What a great start. First challenge, stop the strop. Nicely done. Next up, change in a flash. Oh, steady. Onto out the door. This could be a problem, but she's through. And now office frenzy. Well, it really is a frenzy, let me tell you. Oh, what a finish. Delicious new McVitie's breakfast biscuits with porridge oats and red berries. Bring on the oats, bring on the morning.
Muller Greek-style corner, now with even thicker, creamier yoghurt and delicious real fruit compote. Muller Greek-style corner. Happiness is just around the corner.
Sky's online casino with £10 completely free to play all your favourite casino games. Play at home or play on the go. Blackjack, roulette, live casino and Rainbow Riches with its 3 fantastic bonus rounds and the chance to win up to £200,000. Claim your free £10 now, no deposit required. Download from the App Store now.
This new year, let's focus on all the positives we have to gain. My Special K can help you throughout the day with so many delicious ways to feel your best. Free personalised plans for New Year at myspecialk.co.uk. What will you gain when you lose?
At Secret Escapes, you can get up to 70% off luxury hotels. Keep that to yourself. Even the best hotels don't want empty beds. But that's strictly between us. Secret Escapes handpick their hotels and guarantee their members the best rates.
Who are you talking to, darling?
No one. Shh, quick, go, go! Join the worst kept secret in luxury travel. Secret Escapes.
The only ingredient in my food is Mother Nature, who can't be rushed. When my Uncle Ben's Express Rice makes it to you, she has taken all her time, so that all you need are 2 little minutes to enjoy a delicious rice and vegetable dish. Begin with my Uncle Ben's Express Rice for good food fast.
Kinder Surprise. Have you played today?
It's a moment in history that I think, as a kid, I never thought I'd see happen. I never thought I would see the end of apartheid in my lifetime.
Miracle Rising, Monday at 9 on History.
At funeral directors T. Cribb and Sons, recent recruit Patrick has received some bad news. He's on his way to the mortuary to perform an unenviable task.
This is my uncle. This is Michael O'Neill. Passed away, where are we now? 5 days ago now, I think.
Patrick has asked if he can prepare his uncle's body for viewing.
So it's normally some of the girls that actually work inside in the mortuary room here that do all this. But because he's my uncle and stuff like that, I just kind of thought it would be nicer if I did it because I know him. Just trying to clean him up a little bit, make him look a little bit more like himself. But hopefully I can make him look as if he's just asleep in the coffin. I have the benefit of knowing what he actually looks like, or what he normally looks like. So that's why I chose to actually try and prepare him and get him ready. It's hard to say, I suppose, whether it's a good or a bad thing then that I work in this industry, but I think it's a good thing because for the family, at least they have the satisfaction of knowing it's not a stranger that's kind of asked their loved one or anything like that. It's actually somebody who knows them and somebody who loves them as well, so it makes it a little bit easier on the family as well. But I do feel sorry for my aunt because she will be lost. He was her entire life. They never went and I know a lot of people would say this, but I really and truly do mean this. They never, ever spent one night apart, only for when he was in the hospital. It's the only time they ever spent a night apart in the 40 years they were married.
Keeping it in the family, Patrick has asked if he can officiate at his uncle's funeral. Family is at the heart of both the way Cribs is run as a business and in the work it undertakes. At archaeological burial sites across Britain, we're still piecing together a story of death and family which stretches back to our very beginnings. In Cheshire, Mike Emery and his team have discovered a medieval burial site at which two skeletons have been found, unusually buried side by side. The remains have been removed for analysis, and bone specialist Ray Carpenter has come up with a surprising revelation.
Well, Ray, what have we got here?
The two that were excavated side by side are both females, which in itself is quite interesting. Yeah. This one is the better preserved of them. They're both elderly.
Give me an age.
At least 50.
That's not a bad age, is it?
They're both of similar height. This one, the better one preserved, she's about 5'5½". The other one, which is less well preserved over there, she's about 5'4½". So only about an inch difference.
That's a good average size, though, isn't it?
That is better than average. The average female at Poulton here is 5'3", so they are above average in that sense. And 5'5" is actually going some. She's had her fair share of things going on. For example, she's had arthritis in her knee, which would have been quite painful in life. She's also, at some point in her life, broken a couple of ribs over here. The other thing that's interesting, to me at least, is that, as you can see, she's lost virtually all her teeth, but as a consequence, you can see how her bottom jaw protrudes out, giving what is informally known as a witch's chin.
Right, well, I've looked at all the artefacts that came up in the actual grave fill for these two individuals, and they're quite consistently late 13th century to 14th century. Anything that might suggest that they're possibly related, given that they are contemporary burial?
They are certainly quite comparable in size and similar age at death as well.
But the likelihood is that they are related in some way, given that they are from the local village.
They are from the local village.
And the village would have been relatively small, and of course is intermarriage, that kind of thing, so could be sisters, cousins.
Yes, indeed.
I would like to think that they are related, given that they are buried together.
Yes.
I think all we can say is they have died at the same time. Possibly from exactly the same cause. Could be flu, could be TB, you know, it could be anything that's, you know, that today we are inoculated against. We
can very rarely tell cause of death from a skeleton. Most things that kill people only affect the soft tissue. They have no impact on the bone. So unfortunately, we have no idea what these. So your ideas of, you know, an influenza or something like that would be very reasonable and very, very plausible.
And in terms of that sort of possible family connection, if they are living together, then obviously the one is going to affect the other. You know, if somebody contracts something like that, then maybe that's going to follow on. So, yeah, I like to speculate that they are related in some way or other.
It's the morning of Michael O'Neill's funeral, and on behalf of the family, his nephew Patrick has asked if he can officiate, something which he's never done before in England.
I'm sure he had some experience when he was over in Ireland, but because these are obviously all family members, he's asked if he can conduct today, so yeah, we might have a new conductor in the making.
Hopefully the emotions won't kick in until after the eulogy in the crematorium, until after we say goodbye to him, basically, once we get the funeral over and done with. And after that, then, it doesn't really matter where the emotions go or anything like that. Once they don't come out beforehand, that wouldn't look too good.
He's got a nice way about him. We've had to run around to find him a pair of tails, and I don't know if he's managed to get a hat that fits him.
And even the hat for today is borrowed from one of my colleagues. Oh, I thought I was the only one with a head this size, but obviously one of my colleagues shares my head size, fortunately. Now, nice and presentable.
At the family home, Patrick's first job is to organise the cortege and get them to the church.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, for those of you that are travelling in your own cars, if you could make your way to them for me now, please. And if you're going to follow the funeral cortege, if you could travel with your headlights on for me, please. Thank you.
He's quite a level guy, and he's quite professional. Well, not quite professional, he's very professional. And, you know, yes, it's difficult, but, you know, when you're dealing with family, sometimes, yeah, you're sort of, you're spurred on differently.
That's just the way we normally do it. And at the end of the day, all I'm going to do is just do it the proper cribs way. It's kind of the only way to do it, really.
Patrick's not the only member of the Cribs team learning the customs of a traditional East End funeral for the first time. Back at base, Mitchell is being put through his paces in the workshop. He's been set the challenge of mastering the build of a complicated coffin from beginning to end. And workshop manager John has got him under the clock.
It's harder than the normal ones I usually do, Kendalls and that, but these bit of different handles, different fittings, different interior, so yeah, it's a bit harder than the ones I usually do.
It would be a good test, because say if I'm out and there is a Windermere or a Grassmere that needs fitting up, at least he's got half a chance of doing it now. Now I've sort of see him through it.
You've got to get these bit of proper flush with the wood, so they're, because if, say, you're shouldering a coffin and they put their hand on it, it could cut their hand, so you've got to get as flush as you can, and that looks pretty good.
You've got 25 minutes before you're out, Mitch.
Is that it?
Yeah, under pressure.
It's all right.
That's it.
I'm pleased so far it's going. They all look straight and all the pins are matching up with the holes, so far it's all right.
Mitchell now is under pressure because he's got 20 minutes before he goes out, and obviously he's not finished yet. So we'll just see how he handles under pressure. Hey, we do.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. I've got to put that on first.
Schoolboy error, that one. You fit all the outsides first before you do the insides. He's fitted, obviously, the template, and now he's just going to put the handles through. Obviously, fit the handles to the template. Right, Mitch, you've got 10 minutes, so will you do it?
Yeah, of course I will.
Even though Mitchell's got 10 minutes, I mean, it's only because he can go out. I mean, I could carry on fitting the coffin up. But I mean, sometimes family come in and say, I want to see